Hi, my name is David Rogers. I'm the December Artist of the Month here at Falmouth Community Television. I'm an electrical contractor, and I also run a small lamp repair business up in West Falmouth. I was for about 8 or 9 years working in the film industry as an electrician, and the the ride in and out of Boston became a little too much, so I've kind of settled back into doing my contracting here in the Cape. And about a year ago, started up a side business repairing lamps. I was interested in artwork as a kid. Just started doing portraits of people that famous people of the time, influential people of the time, and mostly pencil. They started working into charcoal and pastel as the years went by. And over the last few years, I've been working on some oil paintings, mostly scenery. Started with some smaller paintings, building my own frames, and then I decided to start going larger. I had hoped to be doing portraits by now, but I've just kind of gone into, as you can see here, larger paintings. This 9-foot long triptych of Old Silver Beach, just finished recently. And some of my other paintings, 30 by 40, and I intend to go a little bit larger from there. Just paintings of scenes around the area. I have a tendency to do paintings that are a little more moody, darker perhaps, or different sides of the Cape. It's a lot of beautiful painting, a lot of beautiful artwork out there of sunny beach days and all that. And there's a lot of interesting sites around the Cape, around Falmouth area, sunsets, and in the wintertime, the light's a lot different. Lighting that'll catch your eye. That's easy to do. Sunset. I recently did a painting of a moonrise coming back on the ferry boat from Martha's Vineyard from Illumination Weekend, and it was a beautiful shot of the moon coming up behind the clouds and the light on the water behind the boat. In working with scenery, I'm learning how to blend paints and how to again do very large paintings, but I'm learning kind of teaching myself my style of blending paints and colors, and I'll apply that to portraits later on. So this show has pieces that go back about 40 years, drawings of my kids. Some I dug through my file folder looking for some interesting sketches that I'd done, and I realized over the years I carried different sketchbooks with me on location where I'd be working in my other trades that I work as an electrician, and I would or in traveling, and I've just found sketches from when I was in Washington D.C. Of the Smithsonian Castle, or art books that I found interesting pieces from the Sistine Chapel. Michelangelo's work in Sistine Chapel I found of interest, so I did studies from that. Just sketches of interest, so I included those in the show this time. There's a few pastel portraits, charcoal portraits mixed in. There's several new paintings, a few from my last show, coming back to revisit. So it's kind of an eclectic mix. I have you'll notice in the show some of the older frames that are here, and those kind of shows the succession of the history of my frame building. I'm not a carpenter by trade, and you'll pick up on that when you see some of my earlier frames. But I've left those drawings in their original frames just because they've become part of that piece, if you will. Some of the newer frames, this one's frameless, I've been trying to come up with a frame that I thought might be conducive to the beach climate, the beach area. What I get out of painting, I enjoy the time, just the peaceful time. I'll listen to music when I paint. Varying types of music, not a lot of loud rock music, but some. It depends on if I'm starting out large, roughing in the painting, the beat may be a little faster, maybe a little more subtle, instrumental, so I get into details. It depends on the mood. But I enjoy that time. It's a nice quiet time.